It's a great joy to be in God's house after almost 2 years. One is pandemic reason, another one is my health. I fell sick last year. By this time last year I was maintaining good health, but in the month of August I developed jaundice. And immediately after 2 days I was admitted in the hospital. Then I was found to have liver duct cancer. And it was a sudden and very shocking. But we were not shaken by that. We really relied on God. And during the course of investigation, it was found that there is a block, and many procedures were done to remove the block, but nothing helped. And because of that, the surgery was postponed for almost a month. Also, during this particular time, I had received many other infections to the extent that I couldn't even talk for almost pre-operative time, more than 1 month or 1.5 months, I couldn't talk even. And I was diagnosed to have cancer, and I'm not able to talk. And she doesn't know what is going through in my mind. To that extent, I can say only maybe few hours only I would have talked during that 1 month or 1 month and 10 days. Finally, the surgery was postponed to 5th of October. Everything went on well, but finally in the end stage, BP dropped and I went into coma for almost 4.5 days. It was really God's grace. God brought me alive. I don't know what happened. That 4.5 days, totally, I don't know what happened. Then I was in ventilator. Then subsequently, I was admitted in the ICU for more than 3 weeks. That time also I had a severe infection. Almost in 4 stages, my life was at risk. And only one thing I knew, the last stage only I knew. Previous 3 stages, she was only going through the whole trauma. But God was so gracious. God brought me out of that great danger. And today I am standing before you. It's just because of God's grace and mercy, He gave me second life. I would say that my life has been extended, that the expiry date has been given more number of years. I don't know how many days or how many years or how many, but the whole tumor is taken out. I really thank God for this great thing that God has done in my life. Sickness is one thing that will really pull us down, but during this time we were not shaken. We can say that God really strengthened our faith. In my personal life, in my family life, God was so gracious. I also thank all the church members who were prayed regularly, continuously, and they were in touch with us. We were updating their status, and that really helped us to get prayer support. And many of you visited us, and more than 1/4 of the doctor member in the church were involved in my treatment. That was really amazing. I could see all the doctors who were visiting me. I thank you so much. And after the surgery, I was discharged. The way it progressed, the disease, the way it was very sudden and it was quick, and my health fell. In the same way, my recovery was also quick actually. After my surgery, and I was in the ICU and the ward for almost 1 month, 1.5 months. But after discharge from the hospital, the recovery was very, very quick, and I gained the strength, and it was really good. I was on chemo for 6 months. And amazing thing is, I heard about all the side effects, everything. Even that vomiting thing, I was so worried. I didn't want to even hear what are the symptoms. I told her not to tell what are the symptoms, what are the side effects. Otherwise, I will think about that. So I was worried. One thing I knew that vomiting, but amazingly, it was God's grace. I never ever had one episode of vomiting. That was God's grace. God has been so good. I'm so thankful to God. I'm thankful to every one of you for your valuable prayers. Thank you.
It's a huge privilege to testify to God's goodness. And there are certain circumstances in life where testifying to God's goodness is non-negotiable. And I think this is one of those moments for us. For the church, I just wanted to leave 3 words. It's peace, joy, and hope. Like Timothy said, throughout this time, God's peace and joy was so abundant. The last thing about hope, there are sometimes that reality strikes you quite hard. One of those moments where was when Timothy was just being wheeled into theater for his surgery, and he said, just as he was being wheeled into the theater, he told me that if it's Lord's will, if all goes well, then we'll see in the evening. Otherwise, we'll see on the other side of the curtain. And suddenly it just became a reality. But that is the hope that we have. The life on this earth is temporary, as we all know. But moments like this help us realize that what a great hope we have. If not in this world, we have this hope in the other world, and that is a blessing. So thanks everybody for holding us through this time, and God bless.